Hey there, it's Kara Janowski here with Sonder Accounting. I wanted to talk a little bit about the hemp supply chain and one of the things that we see a lot of hemp businesses do that may or may not be good for your long-term model. So this practice is called white labeling or private labeling products, in which someone contracts you to produce a product on their behalf. So typically it could be a CBD tincture, a cream, or some other product that you're going to manufacture for your client, and they'll put their label right on it and go ahead and sell it as their own product. And a lot of hemp businesses offer these services if they have invested into the manufacturing equipment and processing equipment that's necessary to produce the products. You might think, well, this is a great opportunity for us to generate a little bit more revenue on our investment of this machinery. And that's a great idea when you're first starting out, but I want to talk a little bit about the long-term implications of these arrangements. So the first thing that you need to look out for is the profit margin, right? When you are selling a white label product to your client, it's always going to be at a discount compared to the retail value, right? Because they need to be able to up that margin and sell it at the actual retail value and make some profit themselves, right? So you need to watch your profit margins and ensure that you're still generating enough profit on these services that it is worth it for your business to offer them, that it comprehensively covers your labor, your inputs of biomass or plant material, ethanol, all of the ingredients that are necessary if you add any additional terpenes into the mix, etc., as well as your overhead of the administrative side. If they are paying you an administrative fee for formulations or the other services such as designing a label for them, or if that's just included in your service, you have to make sure you're generating enough revenue and profit from these white labeling services. And that brings us to the second thing, which is the longevity of these arrangements. Very often, a business will use a white labeler as they launch their business and during the first few months, 6 months to a year or so, until they develop the infrastructure themselves or they're able to compete on pricing because they have maybe produced a higher volume. And there are many reasons that they might decide to move away from your services as a white labeler. So what we see is that these engagements tend to be closer to 6 months to 1.5 years at the longest. And at that point, typically the client will move on, and bringing us to the third point, that you have now created your competition. If the business lasts, which a lot of times a hemp business will think, hey, I'll help out these others because they'll never get to the point that they'll be able to compete with me. What we have is really something different, and our market wants what we have. And that's basically an illusion. If you create the products for your white labeled client, you are building their business to become a direct competitor with you. So in the long run, you're creating more competition that's built on the same principles and the same literal ingredients and standards of ingredients that your products are built on. So you've created a strong competitor that could damage your long-term success. So recently I was reading the hemp industry daily. I came across Elixinol CBD that actually prompted my discussion here because we see this all the time. And the CEO of Elixinol is considering they're restructuring their entire hemp supply chain offerings. And I think it's really important for all hemp business owners to really consider their model and the long-term impacts of their model and whether or not that's generating the profit and success that they're looking for and contributing to their lasting legacy. So I hope you found this valuable. We're Sonder Accounting. We help our clients to develop a profit strategy. We believe that this plant has the potential to change the world. And in order to do that, a business needs to have a solid foundation and generate profit to continue for the years that it's going to take for us to meet this mission. If you want any help, please feel free to send me a message. We're here to help, and we're always wishing the best for the hemp community. Thanks for listening.